So I may have accidentally started colonizing the universe. What began as a cute little space puzzle quickly turned into a full-blown galactic resource operation, all thanks to some mysterious rocks called Strangelets that absolutely do not behave like normal matter. Starbirds is one of those deceptively simple games that keeps revealing new systems, secrets, and problems the deeper you go, and of course I couldn't resist digging into all of them. This is a full playthrough from humble beginnings to a sprawling interstellar resource machine powered by many planets and interesting science. Anyway, let's see what happens when we give the universe a little push. Let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a game called Starbirds. This is from one of my favorite YouTube channels that I cannot say their name for the life of me, but it begins with a K, and I believe it's Kurzges. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but it is one of my favorite YouTube channels. You should absolutely go and find them. If you don't know, I'll put their link in the description somewhere. But anyway, they made a game, and I'm really excited for it. It is a kind of not a Civ builder, but like a resource management kind of puzzle game.
There's no place like home. And for our beaky friends, it's the yellow dwarf star Sablina, which has illuminated this system with its warm and peaceful light for billions of years. Perfect conditions for life to evolve into a spacefaring civilization. Now, these birds stand on the edge of a new frontier, launching a daring mission. A remote asteroid field where infinite riches and the unknown await in equal measure.
All right, here we go. Now, this one, I heard is very chill, very fun, very chill, very relaxing, and it's about resource management, it's about automations and factory-ish, like interplanetary factories, we'll see. Gather around, flock, hear me now, for our great mission begins soon. There should be some good squawking. Where are my notes? Today we embark on a journey for the good of all bird kind. We have risen from mere ground peckers who have warmed themselves with idle wings to proud tree dwellers, the horizon always in sight. But today we venture beyond that. Our goal is the endless plains of space. Our aim is its treasures, iron, silicon. That's a mighty fine speech in all cap, but what's our actual mission here and now? Right, Ruth. Actually, we need to make a quick stop to fill up on supplies before we can continue. At ease, everyone. Let's get to work. Good hustle. All right, I am assuming we'll learn the basics here, but we will see in just a second. Sector 1. We're here, flock. These asteroids look promising. Initiate landing. How does this work again? Not the red button. Okay, here's our quest. Okay, it looks like we want to get some iron, and we'll get some credits as a result. Click on an asteroid to see if it has iron, and double-click to enter it. Okay, this has iron, is what we're looking for here. We need 6 of it. So I'm gonna enter in. Take a closer look. Zoom in and out with your mouse wheel. Rotate the asteroid. That's not a problem. To land, click on a glowing crater. First, find an iron deposit, then drag an extractor. Oh, okay, that's easy enough. Drop down an extractor. Click and drag your left mouse button and draw a pipe. Great. Put down more extractors and connect them to the launch pad. So we need 50 resources every time. Looks like it's not a big deal if they both extract from the same area. This appears to be aluminum. Get a couple of you. Well done, flock. We've definitely earned these credits. Collect your quest rewards by clicking the golden button on your left. Good. A single launch pad can't keep up with more than 4 extractors. Oh, build a second launch pad for better efficiency. Okay. I see. So now I actually need to do that instead. Now we need some aluminum. That is not going to be a problem. I think I'm already done with that, to be honest with you. Bada bing, bada boom. Not bad. With all these materials, we can improve our station to earn more credits. Let's pick our first module. Accept. Okay, so with a little bit more aluminum, we can get living quarters. Getting a lot of credits. Now let's get back to business. There are still some resources missing from my list. We need copper and water. So we're gonna need a different station, right? Yes. Okay, click on the map now. And now that we know we need more resources, we can click on an unidentified asteroid and spend tech points to discover it. So we can discover this one, and obviously it has copper and water, of course. Now if we enter there, we can send everything back to our main ship once again. Start there. And there is my copper and water. Okay. We're out of credits. Ooh, those shiny nuggets are exactly what we need. You just need some extra employee rover. Oh, cool. Ah. Ah. All right, go get him. Okay, so we do need water as well. Let's just, oh, here you go. Let's just make 1 water because we don't have enough credits otherwise. And after we get the water and copper, we will be able to do this. Oh yeah, I think these things are just kind of spawning. Last thing we need to fill up here is oxygen, and then we're ready to travel. We need, okay. To produce oxygen, we need a refiner. Click on it in the building inventory to start the research. We need 10 tech points to get oxygen. Researching. We need water to research, I think. Excellent news. We can get the refiner, and the refiner, I guess we could just put anywhere. Place an extractor, oh, on a water deposit. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. The refiner converts water into oxygen. We need to complete the quest. Aha, see that? We need, we are just gonna connect 2 water to this, and then there we go. We got 3 of 4 oxygen. We should have 4 of 4 oxygen in just a second. There we go. Good job, everyone. We stocked up on supplies. Now nothing stands in our way. Boom. Okay, so that's Sector 1. That's just the tutorial mode. Excellent work. With all of our materials stocked and our machines fixed up, it should be a smooth journey to the next destination. I've recalibrated our devices and improved the precision of our trajectory calculation by 20%. Exploration is not about math. Yeah, great. Tell me, Rust, is your gut familiar with Kestrel's laws of planetary motion? Or perhaps I didn't need to stay up all night doing the calculations that prevent us from being smashed apart by asteroids? Interesting. Speed up processing duration. Unlock options to upgrade. Oh, I guess I should have done this one probably. Okay, travel to the next sector. Level 2, here we come. Sabelina, Sector 2, a strange discovery. Captain, I'm getting strange readings from this sector. My sensors have picked up a statistical anomaly, something with extreme mass and density. That sounds just like the kind of resource we're looking for. Where is it? We'll have to get closer to investigate. But Captain, there's a matter of the debris field. I recommend we make our approach steadily over a few days, carefully monitoring. What are you squawking about, Captain? This is the great unknown that we came out here for. Don't let Celis scare you. I'm not scared. Science Officer Celis, set a course for that group of asteroids. Scared? I'm not afraid of rocks. We're very close now. Let's land on the asteroid and find this strange object. Okay, coming in. Ooh, look at that. That is indeed a strange object. Let's land here. And then the rock has to be the culprit. What is that? We're gonna just start extracting a little bit. So let's start here. Let's get gold. Okay, let's get gold. Let's get a little bit of water. Drop down, Mr. Rover. Great gizzards, I've never seen anything like this before. I'd like to take it to the station for examination, but it seems to have fused with the asteroid. That ain't a problem. All you need is an excavation hub, and luckily for you, I know how to build one. You're missing tech points to start researching. One way to obtain tech points is to extend your space station with modules. You can get a lab module if we can get 6 water. That's easy enough. We already kind of started that, didn't we? We can also start making oxygen just proactively if we really want to. Do something like this. 1, and then 2. All right. Modules need taking care of sometimes, much like plants. Okay, so we can either do 13 tech points or 13 tech points. These are the same quests, so I'm just gonna hit accept. Research hub, excavation hub. Okay, absolutely. The uppermost quest will gain resources first. Rearrange quests by dragging and dropping them. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We need a lot more water, so let's get another water down. Okay, now this hub is actually all used up. If I'm correct, we actually can't do more than 4 on a single hub, so we're gonna need another launch pad. Actually, is there one down? We can go here, and then we can go a little bit more water, perhaps. There you go. Got plenty of water coming. We can double up on gold. I'm sure we'll need it sooner or later. We got that one. Now we can get 94 credits or 13 tech points, and both of them are just water. Let's get more credits. And we can claim the excavation hub now. This uses resources to excavate strange objects. Boom. Now what? Does it need... What's taking so long with the excavation? I want to get that strange object. Hey, this ain't like building a nest. Sticks and feathers ain't gonna cut it for high-tech work. Unless you want to peck this thing out with your beak, like we used to in the mine in the old days. No, that doesn't sound like much fun. That's what I thought. Now let's get going. I'm gonna need these resources to get started. Deliver the resources from Ruth's Crest directly to the excavation hub. Okay. So, gold and oxygen. We can get more credits again. We're gonna put this one. Okay, so we need gold and oxygen to this hub. Okay, so we could do that. Why don't we go gold and then this is a really calming game. I like calm games like this. All right, we can get Mr. Where's Mr. Rover? Here. Okay. Okay, excavation is almost complete. Well, excavation hub is almost created. Okay, here. Looking good so far. The next step is to tickle the object with a little radiation. I'm gonna need some uranium. Okay, we're gonna have to get it from some other asteroid. 8 uranium, understood. And you just keep getting me credits. So to do this, we're gonna go to the map. Map is fine. Now we're gonna go, we have to research. Yeah, this one has uranium, so we gotta discover this one. Yep, let's get him. Okay, and then easy enough, right? We just need 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm just gonna max out the uranium. I see no reason not to. To transport resources between asteroids, you need a landing pad. Okay. All right, landing pad. I've researched the landing pad. Let's place it in a big asteroid in the excavation crater. Okay. Now let's check the map and find the asteroid delivering does this need... Yeah, but this needs an input. So we need... No. Okay. A little confused, but we'll figure it out. Click on the uranium icon and then drag it to the landing pad on the excavation. Oh, okay. I have to make one here. Okay. The uranium is being delivered to the excavation asteroid. Let's return to it now. A pipe to the excavation hub. Okay, there we go. Boom. We're almost there. Pretty sure this is the last thing we need to break this strange object loose. We need quartz. Okay. Is that quartz? Never heard of it. It would appear that we need to produce a quartz ourselves, and we'll need a chemical lab for that. Okay. Yes. We need... Does this say tacos? Okay. Okay, well, we are researching the chemical lab. I think it said I need tacos. New module. Treasury, engine room, or engine room. I guess we'll do treasury. Yeah, we need 10 tacos. Oh, silicone. Okay, that sure as heck looked like a taco. All right, we're gonna go back to that. Taco is here. Bada bing. And now we need, okay, so 1, 2. Okay. I'd like to produce more if possible. I kind of like the idea of 4, 3, 4. It's kind of maximum production we're gonna get from that. And then we'll come out here. And then, I mean, just because, why don't we just discover this and get here? Now we're gonna need silicon to come here. And while we're waiting, let's just see what else is here. Copper, gold. Looks like a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. So I'll tell you what, let's get at least 1 silicon. And we'll get 1 uranium if it exists. Now, I was just gonna say that way, if we needed to send it to 2 places, we could. 4 silicon. Okay. Ooh, aluminum. Reactor. Let's get a reactor. We have a passive income. Very nice. Quest for rewards. Station level 2. Chemical lab. Here we go. I've researched the chemical lab. Okay. We should combine water and silicon in the chemical lab. Well, okay. So looks like we kind of just got stuck for some reason. Not 100% sure why, but we are gonna go here into the main area and then we're gonna put the chemical lab here. The chemical lab we'll put, I think, right here. And then this is where we'll go water here. Water and silicon. Silicon will need, I think we gotta go like this. Yeah, aha, there we go. So now it's gonna make quartz. Okay, we gotta deliver the quartz to the excavation site, which actually is on the same planet. So we just gotta let it flow over here and then we'd be good to go. There we go. Victory it is. Sector 2 completed. I've never seen birds gather resources so fast. It seems that mystery is an excellent motivator. Now let's take a closer look at this strange object. Hold on, dear birdie butts. Just gotta lift this thing carefully. I can, huh? You're not gonna believe it, but it's flying. Quick, hitch it to my rover. That'll stop it from floating away. But it's not floating away, it's just floating. Like magic. We must see what's inside this rock. It could be anything, like a tiny alien spaceship or something. Excuse me, if we're gonna open up this potentially dangerous object, we're gonna do it in a controlled lab environment. You heard Stella, to the lab. Command team only. Oh, and Ensign Yoke, you come too. I don't want you to miss this. Strange discovery. I have 1 point. We can speed up processing from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. I do like that. Increased capacity from 4 to 6 is also good. I think processing is just the way, because that's just gonna make everything quicker. Travel to the next sector, level 3. I think there might only be 7 sectors in this game, or at least in the current state. What a strange little rock. How about we call it Strangelet? Do I understand that this Strangelet originated from a different star system? Yes, I've never seen isotope ratios like this before. This material must come from a place with vastly different conditions than Stabilina. Incredible, something truly out of this world. Let's go there. Where do I sign up? Traveling to another star system? Do you even know what you're chirping about? That's unprecedented. Haven't we been working on a starship for some time now, Ruth? Aye, Cap, the laser sail prototype is just about done. Just a few more resources from this sector and we can finish up and give her a test run. Prototype? Test run? Oh, stars above, but I do want to find out more about these readings. Okay, we need 1 laser, 10 mirror. Sure. Laser sail ship is missing mirrors and lasers, which need more production steps. Click on their icons in the quest to proceed. Oh, okay. Laser needs uranium, glass, and laser in an optics factory. All right, I mean, look, we know the way this works. It's just you start somewhere, you get all your stuff, and you just keep producing. So we're gonna start by here. We're gonna start producing some stuff. Oh my goodness, look, we have some stuff now. There's a couple of tabs here. We're gonna start with, let's go with some uranium. And then we'll go, let's just go kind of 1 of each. 2 and a 3. So we have water produced, we have silicon, or not, what is that? Glass produced or something. And then we have uranium produced. We can also put down water, and that way we have essentially 1 of each being produced. Right, that's important for us for resource management. So now this has 1 of each. So it's not producing anything fast, but bird bath, corridors, or reactor. Let's do a reactor. That sounds good. All right, now we need both credits and we need other stuff too. We do have 40 tech points. Oh. Okay. We can get corridors, living quarters, or solar sails. Let me get living quarters, I guess. And then we're gonna go with more of this. So that's good. We have some basics here. Let's just colonize the rest of these asteroids and get the resources. So this one is just uranium. This one we need, this is silicon. Let's drop you down here. I don't know what that is. Is that, actually, sulfur, that's sulfur. So we have sulfur. And this one is also silicon, right? Yeah. So we can, okay, we're gonna launch pad over here. And this is going to be, or we can set up 4 on this guy right there. Okay, very good. Engine room, manufacturing unit, or bird bath. Let's go engine room, that sounds cool. So now we do have 1 silicon and, you know what I want? I want a landing pad on the other one, I think. But before we get there, let's just max out production. There you go. And by max out, at least for right this second, I just mean at least 2 of each. Okay, let's keep getting more. This is fine. Gym, magnesium. You can get a lab, might as well. All right, we're gonna come back out here. We're gonna go to this one. This one has magnesium. All right, here we go. Ooh, perfect. Magnesium's right there. That's really all we need on this one for right this very moment. 1, 2, call it a day. Now, Go to the lab, that's fine. We're gonna need this, the optics factory. And you know, we're also going to need this, so let's just research all of it. I'm also gonna go back to the main hub here. Oh no, I'm sorry. This first planet that we entered, which has some decent room. We're gonna turn this into the manufacturing sector, I think. So now what we can do is we can get production refiner. Yeah, we can make oxygen. It's probably worth doing, although that needs to go somewhere. Okay, so we have oxygen being produced should we need it. We can get another lab. We need acid. I want the credits from that, and we want this. We do seem to need more water. So let's get a little bit more gold. Looks like we do need to find aluminum. I feel like we've seen that. Yeah, we've seen aluminum here. We can get aluminum quick because we're gonna need it. Yep, easy enough. And that unlocks us here for this research. This one, okay, this is a crucible. Uses heat to fuse two resources into a composite material. So glass is quartz. Oh. Glass is quartz through a refiner, and quartz is water and silicon. Okay, so water and silicon don't appear to be anywhere, but we can get okay, so this is a landing pad, so we can push water here, and then water and silicon can get us what we need. So if we go in a chemistry lab, silicon and water, so here, and we go silicon and what? Oops. Crap. Oh, okay, we're good. Water. Okay, and then from there we do this when we can. Okay, I think we got this. So we'll do, after this goes to a refiner and that gets us quartz. So we just need to bring water here. One of the easiest ways to bring water over would be to make the water from over here and push it over. Let's do, I think, a greenhouse. And then we do, oh, we need 10 tech points. Whoopsie poopsies. All right, there we go. Now we can do that. And that's important because we can do this. So with, for example, 2 water from here, we can actually send this water to this one. And now this one is going to make it so that this guy is going to produce glass. So now we have glass. We can do acid, quartz. We can do this with some extra quartz production. We have glass being produced. So with 10 glass, yes, that's what we need right there. Okay, easy enough. We can do 52 silicon. I think that's pretty good. I think we do that. Okay, so we have glass coming, and that is going to go here, and that gets us the next thing, which is the science lab. How do you make a laser? It is glass and uranium. That's not a problem. We know where uranium is. We can come here, discover uranium, and we can just make our production line set up on this planet. Quick, come on in. Okay, we got the optics factory, and now, what is this? Launchpad, okay. I don't think I did that, but that's fine. We'll take it. 1, 2. I mean, part of me just wants to max this out because we can. Okay, so this guy should be good. We are good on uranium now. We can pull uranium into this one. No. Wait. And glass. Sorry, it's got to come to this one. I see. Okay, so we need... So watch this. So here, on something that we haven't really touched yet, we're going to make a landing pad. And now that we have this landing pad, if I'm understanding correctly, let me just see quick. We still need... So this would push uranium here. Now we're producing glass and silicon here. I'd have to come here again, and I'll have to make a... Just discovered goop somehow. If I now come here, and I'd have to make a second landing pad. And now I can do optics here. And now, yeah, this has, nope. Hit this one and this one. Okay, would you look at that? Our brand new optics factory will be making mirrors and lasers in no time, but not without energy. Energy, I thought you'd never asked. Let's research solar panels. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can research solar panels, that's fine, no problem. Now, I'll tell you what we have to do. We need to route glass. Okay, yeah, so now that you have glass, should you be sending glass? Ah, there you go. Okay, silicon and glass, I see. Here. We need 3 energy now. That is still researching. We just need more glass, but I have the glass being sent over to this area. We actually need it sent here for now. All right, there is solar panel. Now, if I understand this correctly, you're going here. Now I need to go here and put this somewhere sunny, and then I need to power this. So I need to link to solar power. Okay, there you go. It's producing scrap currently, which is not what we want. We only want glass to be sent through here. Okay, I see. So that is a problem. We need only glass to be sent through here. Wish there was a way to split a pipe so we could send glass to multiple places at once from the same refiner. There's a pipe hub. Okay. Now that seems interesting. We somehow got a laser. I don't 100% know how, but if we can craft a mirror, which is apparently glass and light alloy, then we win. And this is aluminum and silicon, and as a result, we're gonna get a light alloy. So I think what we do is we go to an aluminum planet, probably one like this that we haven't previously built something on. We go like this, so we go aluminum, we go landing pad, and then we go aluminum and silicon gets us a light alloy. So we go with a crucible. Oh, it goes on a small crater. Huh. Okay. Okay, so we do this. And this. Let's throw the silicon here. Okay, this is gonna make light alloy, I believe. I think, oh wait, I need energy. This is making nothing. Because it's sending the wrong thing. Whoops. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of your junk. I messed up a little bit, but this will make light alloy. After we make light alloy, then we can make a mirror by doing glass and light alloy. So realistically, if we do this, and we go, ooh, okay, and we go, you're just a staging ground, basically. So we go like this. Okay, so my glass needs to come here. And then my light alloy needs to come here. And now you're gonna make my mirrors, and then we win. There we go. Sector 3 completed. We did it. After all those calculations, the laser sail spaceship is finally ready. Only a 0.001% chance of the sail melting and everyone frying. All right, I'm ready to see our new ship get lasered into space. I've been working overtime to get these cryo eggs ready. Look, you're such a tiny flapper. Can I stash some of my greenery in yours? Okay. Let's go. To the cryo eggs crew, we will close our cryo eggs. That's funny. We'll close our eyes here in the home system, but when we open them up again, we will face the unknown.
Tucked into their cryo eggs, our crew will leave the rest of the birds behind. Those who remain will tell their hatchlings of the incredible mission they once shared. The solar sail unfolds to its full size of 5.9 square kilometers, reflecting the light of their home star as a final farewell, before they accelerate into the darkness. For 96 years, our birds slept through the silence of space. But this calmness ends now. Rise and shine, and welcome to Rab Cycle. This really should have been a warm and cozy place, but a shroud of interstellar dust has settled around this F-type star. It's reduced Rab Cycle's light to a permanent sunset, dragging temperatures below freezing all across the system. But even as feathers fluff and beaks chatter, when it comes to closing in on the strange mystery, the birds are getting warmer.
Reach for the stars. Your high score is 21. I feel like we want this launch pad. Yeah, because that capacity of 6 is just going to be significantly better. Sector 4, time for a winter coat. Wake up, flock, we've arrived in Rab Cycle. You have to see this. Whoa, it looks really inviting. I hope there is at least some treasure under all this ice and snow. That treasure is called data rust, and this system is full of it. But first we need to set up the space station, or we'll freeze to death. For freeze? Well, that's not how I'd like to start my Tuesday. Nice job, you broke the captain. Don't be such a doom squawker. First, let's grab a hot cup of coffee, then we'll find a solution. I'm fine, we're all gonna be fine, provided we stick to my master grand plan. Gather resources, set up the station, find the Strangelets. Boom, promotions, glory, and possibly cake. Yawn, I slept like a chick. Those cryo eggs are as comfy as our nests are back in the day. All right, here we go. It is cold here. We need to insulate our corridors before we venture out into the system. Okay, fine. We need station level 2, accept. Okay, that's confusing, but that's fine. This is a pretty simple one. It has, I don't know what that green goop is, but it has water, and water is always important. We'll start here. And we can get 6 per station. This appears to be liquid water, which is interesting. We can get... Yeah, we can get here. And then why don't we get... So it's liquid water. Okay, well, we at least have that. Lab for sulfur, sure. So that's sulfur. We have, you know, I can do this. So we have 2 sulfur being produced through this node. Okay. Reactor, manufacturing unit, or solar sails. And you are gonna give me... We'll do that one. Okay, let's go back out to the map. Hold on a second. Because what do we have here? We have uranium. So I could do the reactor, the uranium one, and we can get water and uranium coming from this. Let's put this here. This is, again, liquid water. So it looks like water around here is of the liquefied variety. The launch pad, this is all water as well. Yeah, we're clearly not able to extract liquid water yet. So let's get some uranium, because that's easy enough. And I am going to try to be better about separating out... Oh, interesting. Okay. About separating out so that, for example, right now, this is going to be only uranium. We're going to do this. And this is going to be 2 uranium, and that's it. I'd like more uranium. Well, could do this. I'd like to kind of max out our production. We can actually get 6, but 4 is fine. So we have a lot of uranium coming this way. We have our reactor, which gives us this as well. It's a lot better already. Look out for strangelets. We need some of those strange rocks and we need to harvest them. It looks like we just need 1. If we can find it and harvest it, we're good to go. Do we want solar sails or corridors? I think we go with solar sails. We are gonna need to find silicon, and then I have a feeling we're gonna want more credits. Yep. Let's go and colonize more places. We need silicon. Yeah, right here. That's what we need. Now we have at least 1 uranium node here. Let's get the silicon that we need here. We're just gonna start accumulating our resources, and we're gonna do a better job about separating ourselves. Yeah, so that this node right here is going to be silicon only. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I would like a 4th. 4. 4 is a nice production stream. I feel good about that. So we have silicon going out. That's going to handle this guy right here for solar sails. We could make another node for aluminum just so that we have it done if we want to. Yeah, I mean, we have what we need to do it. So I guess we might as well. 1, 2, 3. It's a bit excessive, I know, to do 4 every time, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Maybe we don't have to think about it. We have our aluminum production done. We have our silicon production done. We basically just don't have to think about it again for a little while. Let's get all that. Greenhouse we can do. There is naturally occurring water, but we can't figure out how to get that. Methane naturally occurring, we also don't know how to get that. So let's do this one because it's the safest way of us actually getting this resource. We can get, honestly, either. We need more of this currently. And then we're gonna come back out. So this has, both of those resources were good. This is uranium and something else. This is methane. We can do this, but we do need that methane and we don't know how to get it yet. Oh, there you go. There ain't much water here, at least not liquid. So what's with these icy patches on some of the asteroids? Okay. Research those ice extractors. Okay, so we gotta go research ice extractors. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll come here. There's a lot of water on this one. We have the resources. This is what we need. We get this, and then we can get this liquid water. We're gonna go ahead and make this. And then as soon as this is done, which hopefully it should be in just a second. Okay, very good. Ice extractor. Ice extractor is not too expensive, but it does get us the water that we fairly desperately need. Let's get this production cranking. I'm only gonna do, we're gonna do 3. Nope, we're gonna do 4. Okay, now we got some water. Water should not be an issue. We're gonna be cranking through some water. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to get a second water set up here. Let me see how many more. I think there's only 1 more hub going on in this place. So we'll set this up as a second water hub. The thought process is we can start sending water to other areas that need it. And it'll be a pretty tangible water coming out of this. Yeah, okay. So we're good. We got 2 water. We got 2 water and 1 uranium coming out of this. Nice, nice. Let's get more of this. We really just need to explore a little bit more. So let's explore a little bit more. We could get methane. I don't mind that. Yeah, let's do this one. Although this is a nice big planet. Oh, and it's got the thing. So this is the end game. So this is our manufacturing world. We're actually not going to use this one. Hold on a second. This one is aluminum and methane. We're actually not going to use this for either. We're going to use this one. And that world is going to be our manufacturing world, I believe. So this one right here. Okay, so this has the methane over here. We can get this. So that's your hub here. And then we are going to need another one. We're not going to have enough, but we will do a launch pad here. And this is where we need a little bit more, but we can get one of these ice extractors. Here we go. Okay, so now we have methane in production. We have it usable. Do this. We'll do this. Okay. All right, so I'll tell you what we're gonna do now. We're gonna land on this, which is the end game for this one. Let's put a hub here. All right, well there, pluck me and call me a roast. Is that what I think it is? All right, I'll bet my birdseed that there's some alien relics inside. Okay. So this is where we need to do the excavation hub. We need a whole bunch of resources that we'll be able to get in a second. Let's go, we'll throw down this. We need more credits and put you there. So you need a lot of stuff. You need water. Okay, and you need, I need credits, so we're gonna do that one. We need acid, which is sulfur and water. Now, I guess we'll do this, just not right this second. So this is where things get a little bit weird. We're gonna put down a landing pad here. And this is why we did things the way we did things. So this needs water. It's not a problem because we've separated our water sources nicely. We even have one water that is capable of going here, and the other water is still capable of going to the main station. It's why we separated our water out like that. So let's see what he needs after we get 6, but this is the main goal. We just gotta go through the process of doing these things. In the meantime, we can discover some of these planets because it really doesn't cost all that much. Okay, I've got a theory, but can you get me some plastic so I can build a prototype? Okay, plastic is hydrocarbon, and hydrocarbon is water, and carbon is methane and oxygen. Okay, this is a lot, but we can do it. Ideally, we find, yeah, something like this, which is just a bigger planet that is capable of, well, methane here, methane here. Let's do this one. Okay, you don't have anything, but you're probably a half decent manufacturing planet. You have water. Well, okay, I'll tell you what. You have water. We can turn you into a manufacturing planet. So, let's see. So you have water. So we're gonna need, well, we're gonna need more credits first of all. Put a landing pad. Okay. And now water and methane, so water and methane in a chemical lab. Water and methane in a chemical lab. Oops. Okay. So this will get us carbon, and we'll output the carbon here. That's great. You need to push methane this way. So methane this way. And that should output carbon. Carbon and water can get us hydrocarbon. So we can get hydrocarbon here as well. So we can go, instead of going here, we just make a second chemical lab. Okay, now this gets us hydrocarbon plus water, sorry. Oh, it's oxygen and methane, duh, I'm sorry. It's actually like, this. And then if we do this, this will clear out the goop. Okay, now we have carbon, and then we'll have hydrocarbon. And then with hydrocarbon and plastic, hydrocarbon goes to plastic in a refiner. So we actually need a refiner. Okay, so there, now we got plastics. So plastics are being produced. You need plastic. Okay, we did it. So now if we come to our main man here, oops, sorry. You just need plastic. Okay, good. All right, there we go. Hey, making that prototype was easier than steering a worm from a warbler. I could build a custom excavation tool. All I need is some ceramics, electronic components, and energy. Okay. Okay, so you need ceramics, circuit board, and energy. So circuit board is acid and silicon in a component lab. Acid is sulfur and water. So this has sulfur and water. Let's make some acid here. Sulfur and water in a chemistry lab. Okay. Sulfur and water. Now that makes acid, correct? Yes, and now if we do a launch pad, we have acid going out and we can finish at least one. Yeah, we can finish most of this lab. Now, acid and silicon, which I don't think. Okay, I got a component lab. Acid and silicon, which I don't think is present here. No. It might be worth making a second acid output. In fact, let's do that. So, launch pad. Okay, we have a second acid output that we can use. Okay. Looks like we do need more methane to finish this up. And we do need more methane to finish this up. So we actually could have used that as a methane output. You know, we're gonna do this. So this is going to be acid and methane. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Our acid output has methane now, and we'll just get methane for these. It's just one single thing, and it's not a huge deal. We can also do this and have our this guy also have a methane output. Okay, so we can get more. Yeah, I think we need that. Lab, we can put, I guess we'll go this direction. And then let's go here. All right, so let's do this. You need energy, that's easy. You need circuit board. So you need acid and silicon. Acid and silicon for circuit boards. And you need aluminum and carbon. All right, so we're gonna need a carbon output here. Okay, good. This guy can be split because he is not being effectively used currently. So if we do this, and then this is hydrocarbon, we can put you in another launch pad here. Just a separate carbon output. Carbon, aluminum, gets a ceramic. Let's go here so we can do the full circuit board. So, okay, so acid and silicon, and we do need a little bit of energy. All right, acid needs to come here. So acid and silicon gets us a circuit board. And now circuit board needs to go here. Okay, now we have circuit boards being output. So that is half of what we need from this guy. Circuit boards are done. This is going to need aluminum and carbon. Actually, this can do it too. All right, so we need We need this. We need this. We need crucible. Okay, well that's not what I wanted, so get rid of this. Get rid of this. We do... So... Acid. Okay. Does this work? Yes. Okay, that should work. Ceramic. Good. And now we just need a little bit of power, so if I come over here and get him power, I think we should be good to go. All right. Okay, we got it. Victory. Sector 4 completed. Finally, that nugget has thawed. Now I just need to open it. Hurry up, Stella. I want to join the others for Herb's birthday party. It's humming, you say? I can't hear anything, but maybe the frequency's too high for my audible range. Oh, I can feel it in my feathers now. I still need to run some tests, but could it be drawn to other Strangelet? Coming over, Captain. Having a birthday party? Okay, there it is. Now I'm not getting, I can definitely get more rewards, but I think we either max out the extractors, because again, every time we upgrade this here, we technically need less extractors for it to be viable. The solar panel also seems like it might be useful. And then finally the launch pad upgrade seems like it would be useful because, I mean, capacity to 9 is really good. But you know what? We're going to do this because this is all the way leveled up now. It's 1 second. So it just pumps out raw resources. We really shouldn't have an issue with raw resource, which should just help us overall as we are getting general upgrades and stuff like that. Sector 5 out of Starlight. I've never seen everything like that, and there's nothing in the research either. That has never happened before. Any new superpowers after touching this thing? Can you lift me with just one wing now? Stop poking him, Cap. Stella, talk to us. What do your readings say? This sector has the strongest Strangelet signatures so far. My instruments show that it's not a single massive Strangelet, but rather a multitude. However, I wouldn't get too excited yet. We will need to spend a lot of resources to get them. Okay, here we go. These interferences are a nightmare, but these readings look like they might be a Strangelet close by, possibly even 2 more. Okay, let's do it. We need 3 Strangelets to win here, so that's not as ideal, but we'll make do. Okay, in my pursuit to try to isolate things, this is going to be silicon. And again, we really made it so that this thing should produce, I thought it was roughly once a second, although that's a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be. So, okay, rather than use this, so we have 1 silicon being produced. We can do an aluminum. Maybe we'll just do 2 of each. Okay, so we have our silicon rocket, our aluminum rocket. Still silicon. I think that was everything here. Silicon and... Yes, silicon and aluminum were good. Now we can go another silicon and another uranium, which, figure out, let's do a little bit of discovery. Okay, we'll go with that one, and then we'll go with this, and then we'll go with this. We can get titanium over here. It's That's easy enough. Let's come over here for the titanium. Okay, so this is not titanium. This is titanium. Let's go with this launch pad for this extractor. We've discovered titanium. I don't think we need more than 2 right this second. And this guy, I think we could do uranium. Yeah, we're gonna do uranium for this guy. And again, guys, I'm just trying my best to, with these early game resources, try to separate everything out so that we don't have logistics issues. If we do this now we have that. Okay. Sulfur. Do sulfur, because this is just sulfur, so we're actually good there. Okay, good. Good, we're getting somewhere. Let's come back out to the map. Okay, this is liquid water. We know we're gonna need liquid water. We might as well get started up here. And here's one of the things we need. Wow, lots of liquid water. Liquid extractors, that should do it, right? Oops, this is fine. We need a little bit more of this, but we can get our guy to drive around to get us a little bit more if we want. Okay, so here's some liquid water we have being produced. It's not being produced very quickly. We're gonna have to work on that. That should help. Okay, so now we have liquid water being produced. We can do that one, that's good. We can also do this one, that's good. So that'll give us more of the credits. We need credits, but we do have liquid water being produced, and uranium we can get, if we can find a suitable, we could get more water from that one. It says got one. All right, there you are, Mr. Man. You need 1 strange points, okay? Light alloy. Yeah, we need a light alloy. None of these things we can make. Let's just figure out quickly what we would need for a light alloy. Again, we need aluminum and silicon, both of which are being sent to the station. Let's see if let's take a look at where we have aluminum. Oh, look at that. That one's aluminum and silicon, that's pretty easy. So if we go like this, we go silicon and aluminum in a crucible. So we go like, all right, listen up. I know there's barely any small craters here, but I can't help that, can I? Wait, that's it. All we need is a little more boom. I've got an idea, but don't tell Stella. Small explosive. That's exactly what I need. Okay, great. So, boom. Oh, we need an artifact. It seems we ain't gonna be able to use this small explosive technology too often, unfortunately, but it looks like... what? It'll detonate? Okay. Explosive requires strange points. They are obtained by progressing the story and finding out more about Strangelets. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so production. Let's go to Crucible. Good. Now let's go to Extractor. Good. Now let's go to Extractor. Good. Now, unfortunately, we need energy. What's with the solar panels? They hardly produce any energy. Seems like the particle cloud around Rab Cycle filters too many wavelengths. Right at the zenith, the light intensity should still work sufficiently. The area with the strongest starlight is highlighted while previewing solar panels. Okay, so I mean, that's not ideal, but it looks like it can at least produce some, and we only need 3. Okay, so it turns out that this confusing. Honestly, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to put aluminum. And we're gonna put silicon. And then we're just gonna call it a day. Let's try going here instead. Any more craters? There's no small craters though. Okay, so we are stuck until we can get another small crater, unfortunately. So let's do this. You need 100 water. This we can do. So I gotta get unstuck somehow. I think this is gonna be the only way that we can get Oh. That's not what I needed. Landing pad. Okay, and now let's just get some water, because this will give us... Oh no, this will just give us one thing. It's not gonna get us a strange point. That's gonna get us a strange point. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, we'll figure it out. Let's keep exploring. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck without a extra point for the ceramics or a small crater. Oh, we can pull back the artificial crater. I didn't think that was possible, but that's fantastic, because that was about to be a really big problem for us. I guess we could drop down this. I see. So with a launch pad there and a crucible, and then extractor, that goes here, and we need, perfect. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can see. Okay, thanks. It's working. Okay, now we have what we need. There's one of the things that we need. Get this, I guess. And now we should be good with this. We could send them over in this direction. So we can send you towards this one. No. Yes. We go landing pad like that, and then we're gonna send this here. Whoa. Take a look at that up there. That's like a whole planet. That's a big old planet for just uranium. Okay, now you need 8 electricity. I need a lot more energy. Have you seen our solar panels? How are we supposed to generate all energy in this icebox of a system? Nuclear fission, but we must be extra careful. Bring our light alloy back home and we should be good there. Okay, now hold on a second. We gotta go back in here and we gotta take a look over at this. This needs just a bunch of energy. We can research this reactor, which I really don't mind at all. All right, there we go, nuclear reactor. Consumes uranium to generate energy. And there is indeed uranium right here. So I think... Well, the question is how much energy though, but we'll see. Okay, I think at this current flow, it's generating 2. So maybe the more we feed it, does that give it 8? Okay, there we go. Hooray! Now, okay, so I'm gonna recall these because these are, ooh. Oh, I can upgrade these. I was wondering why they were going so slow. We can upgrade them because we have the upgrade module. That makes more sense. All right, we gotta find the final dig site. Fortunately, we have everything unlocked. We just gotta find it. This is a nothing cube. Let's try this one. I think it's big enough to maybe be where, yep. Okay, here we go. Now, we should be able to do this. Okay, now this is the last couple. We need strong alloy. So titanium, iron, or carbon iron. Titanium iron well, titanium is easier. So we just gotta find iron. Okay, well that's easy enough. Okay, so titanium, iron in a crucible, but we do need one of you here. In a crucible. And we do need solar panels. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so now we got strong alloy on its way out. We can pull that strong alloy over to here. Okay, here we are. Now we just need 15 power, which again is very much not a problem. We could just do this. So that right there would be 16. We just would need a ton of extractors. So I would need to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. We would need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 out of 15. I mean, as soon as these all get fully powered up, we have the energy we need, and then we think we've done it. There we go. And there we go. Sector 5 completed. Amazing. That's 3 of them. I'll put that in the captain's log under win of the day. Readings confirm no more strangelets in the sector. Time to move on. Also, what's that burnt smell in my lab? About that. The other day, I'm afraid that what Herb was going to say is that he's afraid we should put some plants in your lab to help purify the area. Bring me some plants, but no pollen. I won't risk contaminating their lab result. It needs to be pristine. Speaking of research, Stella, have we discovered anything else about the strangelets? I'm still analyzing new data, but the waves they emit strengthen with each one. If I can condense it and reduce fluctuations. It seems like Stella is already back in her research rabbit hole. Crew, let's move to the next sector. Rewards. Well, this capacity doesn't seem to do a difference. I think it's going to be solar panel. Well, no, let's do the ice extractor. That feels like what we need. Sector 6, a singular invention. Is it just me or did it get a lot flapping colder? Brr, it's so cold, my poor plants. Forget the plants of Brewster 9000 is only serving iced coffee now. Stella, we need some serious insulation. Agreed, my forehead feathers just froze to the microscope. We'll need a flexible, durable material for that. What about our feathers? Yolk and the fledglings are molting as we speak. Yeah, I'm shedding like a breadcrumb trail. There goes another one. Ruth, you rugged genius, that might actually work. I'll design a mesh insulation cover. Heh, see, I don't need no fancy diplomas. The School of Hard Pecks taught me all I needed to know. As a matter of fact, there are no convenient liquid water deposits in the system. We'll have to tweak our chem lab recipes. Oof. We have no other option than to stay here for a while and solve the temperature issues once and for all. Okay, this ought to be interesting. We do have 6 strange points. We need insulation mesh covers. All right, let's get started. So, we have 1,000 credits. Where are we at first? Victory is 16 socks. Socks are feathers, interesting, and thread. Thread is conductor and feather is undiscovered. We need a habitat. It says, to craft insulation mesh covers, we need a hefty amount of feathers. Sourcing them won't be an issue, but transporting them will be a pain. It'd be way easier if they were dropped where we need them. How about we set up a little winter resort up there, huh? Okay, absolutely, don't worry, we'll make sure the habitats are properly heated before anyone moves in. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's start with some basics. We'll go on here. This will get us our water. Go here. And then, so I actually want, remember how we do this. We're gonna nicely separate everything. We're gonna pull through, yeah, I'll research that in the meantime. We are going to pull through water here. 1, okay. 2, I'll hold on for this stuff. Good enough. So now we have, what is that? Silicon, I kind of forget. We have water being produced. We could do, sulfur, I'm sorry. Let's get water because we have that being produced. The more resources that we are capable of producing in general and lifting off, the more of these things that we're able to accomplish and just get more points. And points are the name of this game. We have water. We don't really need the sludge just yet. We can export methane. You know what? Look at that. With a little bit of this. There you go. Now we do have methane being produced. We'll have that other one accomplished. I think we need credits right now primarily. And then we have this place automated enough that we can go on back to the map and then focus on the next resource. This is really what we have to do for a little bit. We'll go silicon. I feel like silicon's gonna be fairly good for us. So let's do this. Wow, there is nothing. Is that the only, no, there's silicon over here as well. So we'll tell you what, we have enough credits to do this and then go 1, 2. Okay, there you go. So we have silicon come in. Sulfur, we have another deposit, but at the very least right now, we do have the ability to push silicon. Now this, if I remember, we can actually do this, package it up, yep. And then we could do, you know what, truthfully, that is the closest one over to this sulfur deposit. I am gonna do this just so we have a secondary sulfur deposits, get a little bit more credits coming, and a couple more of this. We can do either of these. We need the credits, and we can get credits this way and this way. Good. Making progress, just getting our base materials, as we know works in this game. This one has uranium. Wouldn't mind the uranium. We can make carbon to finish this up. We can also, we're gonna have to find iron or titanium. I think I'm actually, whoops. I think I'm actually gonna look for iron or, can get uranium. Oh, we can get uranium from this one. This is perfect. Let's do this one. All right, let's drop you down and see. Iron, we definitely need, like so. And iron lets us do this one. Bada bing, bada bing. We'll go, these two are perfect for more credits, and we want to just keep doing that. We can get another sulfur. We already have 2 sulfur mechanisms. I think uranium is what we want. Is this the closest? Yeah, this one looks the closest, so we'll go here. And again, the more we do this, the more we have separated means of production. We'll get 200 additional credits. Fantastic. Starting to get ramped up a little bit here, aren't we? Let's get, let's just proactively do that. We have iron being produced. We have uranium being produced. Let's go there. That is, I forget what that element is, but it's a unique element and we want it. So this guy gets us this one. Come here. I've been putting down 2 extractors. I think that's enough for most production means. Aluminum. Yeah, we'll go with a manufacturing unit. We have aluminum being produced. Oh, there's titanium. Actually, this is a great planet. It gives us another couple of streams of resources, uranium and a few others. Yeah, there's that titanium. I think we want that titanium right away. With that titanium, we can, I think, produce some other chips and stuff. Nice, there's some points. I think we're gonna go this direction again, get 30. All right, at this point, we do have a lot of base materials accounted for. I think we start producing some stuff now. Gold, that's a resource we have not found yet. We can craft acid if we want. What is acid? Methane and sulfur in a chemical lab. Yeah, we can do that. So let's go here. We'll craft some, oh, I'm sorry. I need sulfur. Does this have sulfur? This does not have sulfur. Let's check this one. No. Methane and sulfur is on this one though. So let's jump in here and we'll do that. So we'll go sulfur, methane, and this is our launch pad. We know how this works. We're gonna drop an extractor here for the sulfur, an extractor here for the methane. Both of these come together in, what do we say, in a chemical lab, right here. There we go. And I think that should make acid. Yep. So now we have acid being produced. It's not a lot. It's just 1 at a time. We could make more than that if we wanted to, and I think we do consider making more than that. But for now, we won't worry about it. Lots and lots of tech points. I think we need more normal points. And again, more normal points. We do have acid being produced though. All right, let's jump out of here real fast. Start working our way down this route. Feathers or thread? I think thread, conductor, and feather. How do you make conductor? We need gold and plastic. Plastic is hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon is methane and carbon. Jeez. This is methane and water. So let's make carbon here as well. That is methane and oxygen. Do it here. Okay. Methane, water, and then chemical lab. We probably want 2 of these, right? Although, let's see. So hydrocarbon is methane and carbon. So actually, chemical lab there. Now, if I'm correct, this should produce hydrocarbon. And then hydrocarbon can be refined into plastic. All right, now we have plastic. And then conductor is plastic plus gold. So we gotta find gold, and then we can make the conductor. And then all we need is the feathers. Okay, good. Let's find gold. And there it is. There's gold. All right, let's run in. And, oh, this asteroid's a giant ice cube. Ain't no way we're gonna build a factory on that slippery surface. We can't even get to the resources beneath. How about a flamethrower? Strap it to Yoke's rover and let her zoom around it a little. Melted ice and toasty tail feathers. That's far too risky. We might roast Yoke in the process. We need a proper tool to melt the ice caps. Okay. Melter. Melts ice in a radius around it. Okay, we actually need some carbon. All right, we can push up some carbon here. It's just getting a little bit messy. What we'd have to do is this. So we'll put you here, you here. All right, there. Now, this should be making, yeah, this is making carbon, and carbon will fire, and now we have carbon going. So we're good on carbon. All right, we got the melter. So while, oops. Ooh. Okay, just place it on the ice and, all right, let's try this again. So we're gonna go over here to the gold, which is our primary issue currently. Logistics, now we have melter. It's gonna melt ice in a radius around it, which is a little, oh, I see. So if we do this, for example, yeah, see, and now we have gold, and so if we go extractor, gold, gold, now we have gold coming out. And to be clear, thread is conductor, and gold gets us conductors. So what we could actually do is, okay, so plastic and gold. So if we go landing pad, extractor, crucible. We put a small explosive here for a small crater is going to give us the ability to put a crucible down. And then if we go, okay, then if we go gold, this, and this is going to be plastics. And then out of this, we can go there's actually a one here. That's fine. Like that. So now we have, this just needs energy, which we can do if we can find any. All right, we need a fabrication world for our conductors. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come here, we're gonna put one of these down, and then what we're gonna do is a landing pad here. Let's recall this. We need a second landing pad here, and then we need gold and plastic that we're gonna combine in a component lab. Let's make sure we can get energy here. All right, let's try this again. So if I component lab here, and then we need this, which is energy, we need this, and we need this. This is gonna be plastic, this is going to be gold. So plastic and gold needs to be sent here. One of the gold outputs is there, and then my plastic output, which is here, will go there. And now this will be producing conductors with feathers. So now I just need a launch pad, and there we go. Now we have conductors coming out. For the habitat, which is really the only remaining thing that we need, because we just need feathers, we need ceramic and glass. Ceramic is aluminum and carbon. I think this is our manufacturing planet right here. Aluminum and carbon make ceramic in a crucible. So we're gonna need, carbon. Okay. All right, we need some pretty serious power here, and this place really can't do it. With another crater, we can pull in. So this crater can pull in power potentially, although you know what, we do actually have a decent amount of power. Maybe I don't need it. Let me see something. That one's powered. We just need 3 more here. Okay, we just need carbon to be sent over here. Boom. Okay, we have ceramic being produced. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now we have glass being produced, and glass should get us this. We do also need ceramic, so I think we're gonna have to split this ceramic. The good news is we can split this here and send them both this way. I'll show you how that's gonna look. It's gonna look like this, and then like that. So now this is gonna send both glass and ceramic up, and we can always pull out this pipeline, but this should get us all the way over to this research, which gets us the feathers. Once we have the feathers, we are pretty much done with this scenario. And there we go. We have the habitat. I'm gonna reconnect this now. Okay, I don't know what this is. It says stuff factory. It needs feathers and plastics. I'm gonna do yes because it's interesting to me, but habitat gives birds a space to relax and shed feathers. Does it need anything? Okay, it needs a small crater. It needs a little bit of energy. Okay, just needs a little bit of electricity, which shouldn't be a problem. 1, 2. Okay, so now, I mean, that's produced pretty fast. Feathers gets us pretty much where we need to go. All we need is thread and feathers, and we can produce our insulated mesh covers. And thread is conductor and feather. So we have to choose one more production planet to input conductor and feathers, and then make the thread, and then create the insulated mesh. Okay, this is gonna be easy. Let's use this one as a production planet. It should have a lot of craters, yeah. Okay. So here's what we need. We need a bunch of landing pads. So we need 1 landing pad. This has got to go away. We need 2 landing pads. We need feathers, and we need conductors. Those are the only things that we need. Conductors, and we need feathers. All right, we do need a nuclear reactor, but that's not really a problem because of this. We just do this, and then that, and then there we go. We got thread. And then Again, final step is thread and feather, which we just need a pipe splitter for this one. Oh, in a stuff factory, so we'll get there in a second. But temporarily, just so we can get the rest of these feathers for this. We do need plastics. We can temporarily send plastics. Plastics should be here. Plastics are here. So plastics are going here. So I'll tell you what, for right this second, just do this until we get enough plastics. All right, let's get you back there. Great. All right, now we have the stuff factory. All right, Mr. Stuff Factory manufactures all kinds of stuff that birds like. Well, all we need is feathers, thread, and a bunch of energy. All right, let's see how much this powers it up. It needs 6 total energy. It's at 5, it's at 6. Okay, so this is good to go. Now it just needs thread, which is right. There you go, boom. And there we go. We just accomplished this scenario. Look at that. It's a giant robotic bird. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, there we go. All 16 socks, and that completes Sector 6. Captain, I've gathered enough data on the waves. If we can compress them into a signal, we can detect strangelets beyond the current system. I believe that the large asteroid Garuda 1 is the best signal or candidate for a strangelet detector, but is located right on the edge of the system. Who even said we should continue looking for them? I think the humming rocks aren't worth the chase. We're flying to the ends of the universe, and for what? Is this our greatest adventure? Is this why we were sent to the stars? Russ, 2 stones from different systems are resonating through a powerful and unknown force. In your own words, this is mad, yo. Odds against a phenomenon like this are astronomical. Bringing more strangers together could reveal, yeah, I get it. Sometimes all I need is to do is keep my beak shut and problem solve themselves. All right, what do we get? We got 1. Now, I can increase. I do wonder if we do a solar panel increase. This is probably fairly good. We can do a building upgrade as well. Let's do this solar panel upgrade. I think that's worth it. And now to the next sector. I'm not positive, but this may be the last one. Sector 7, signals from beyond. Finally, we've arrived at the big asteroid. The only thing left to do is set up a strangelet detector, right? The only thing? We still need to build it and then place it on the highest plateau so the signal isn't obstructed. We're talking high specialty ops. Calm down, Stella. We'll make it happen, no problem. So, how do we make it happen? Cap, let me take a look and gather some samples. Finally a challenge and some space dust on my suit again. Been sitting around for too long already. Rust, are you sure? Those cliffs look shifty. Could be as brittle as eggshells. I don't mean to imply you're about to do something foolish, but Stella, let Rust stretch his wings a little. Not all birds enjoy being cooped up. Oh, this is weird. This is really weird. That's really cool in the background. There's one planet. There's just one big asteroid. What an incredible asteroid. I've never seen any surface terrain like it. The formation history must be truly unique. Stella, I don't think I'm getting up these walls anytime soon. They crumble to dust the moment my wheels touch the surface. How are we supposed to build on this? Then we can't land up top and we can't haul pipes up those steep ledges. I've got something in mind, but I'll need to test my nascent invention, the elastoscope, and gather some extra materials. Okay, this is gonna be really weird. So let's start here. Oh boy, this is gonna be real weird. So this allows pipes and rovers to traverse plateaus. We need light alloy and elastoscope. Okay. Yeah, all right, that should be interesting. Wow, these are not fun. Naturally occurring. Oh, they're all they're all naturally occurring, actually. Let's start with methane because it's right here. And we can pretty easily just extract this. If I go like this, boom, this. Now, actually, interestingly enough, we don't actually need to be isolating these facilities anywhere, do we? No, not really. Not unless we need them for rewards. What I mean is like this being only methane, it doesn't really have to happen because there's only one planet, which means everything needs to go back to the station. So really, we just need essentially one of every resource coming up, And at that point, we've done everything we need to do in terms of, fulfilling our requirements for these side quests. At this point, I think we want probably credits. Okay, this is interesting. So we need light alloy. For this, we need feather, which we know is not horrible. We just need some energy for it. We need a strong alloy, which is carbon, which is, it says naturally occurring. I don't think... Okay, apparently there is naturally occurring carbon. Interesting. So methane, iron and carbon in a crucible get us strong alloy. Well, they made that really easy, actually. These two in a crucible. Now the crucible, we'll see. It does need energy, and energy's a little bit difficult unless we find, wow, that is really lucky. Well, since we have a nuclear reactor here, all we actually need to do is grab a extractor, run it back this way, and we ideally would be upgrading this guy a little bit. So let's do this. Got this. All right, there we go. You need one more power, so we're gonna have to upgrade you. That should give it the power that it needs to upgrade the crucible. The crucible should have everything it needs to make, oh, I'm sorry. Light alloy also needs feathers, so this is incorrect. We need a habitat here, which needs 2 power. And we need a chemical lab. Try to be a little bit more strategic about this, like this. Yeah, and now we can get you over here. I have to upgrade you 1, and then you, okay? So you should have even more electricity coming out, because we're gonna need a chemical lab, although I'm not positive that the chemical lab needs... No, now that I say that, I'm actually not positive that the chemical lab needs energy, so we'll hold off on that. Temporarily, we're gonna push over the uranium so that we can get this one. This gives us enough now to make this chemistry lab, where we're gonna be putting you... Oh, I see the problem. All right, there we go. So now we have feathers. Oh, that was kind of obnoxious. You know what we can do? We can split this. Okay, there you go. We can split it so that we do have some uranium coming out this way, and the output here is gonna be only 2 most likely, and we'll upgrade you. Okay, there we go. So that should do what we needed to. It should get us the energy that we need, and we have feathers being produced. Strong alloy and feathers in a chemistry lab produce light alloy. And then light alloy is what we need. We gotta upgrade this extractor. We just do not have enough output. We got the living quarters back, so I will disconnect this and reconnect that. Okay, now we do need to craft an elastiscope. Oh boy. Okay, thread, stuff factory, yikes, and plastic. This is gonna be a pretty decent sized operation. What we have to figure out here is how we wanna play this, because we don't really have all that much room anymore. We almost have to retool everything to get this elastiscope produced or created without necessarily using this stuff or this facility of operation that we have. Thread is just feathers. Okay, so we need a refiner to get the thread. That's easy. And then we need plastic, and plastic is the annoying one. It's really just, though, okay, so it's hydrocarbon. Okay, that's not bad. It's just a chemical lab with methane and carbon, or water and carbon. a lot of methane, so obviously that's the way to go. All right, let's think. So if we put this guy up here, which is the chemical lab, we need methane, we need carbon. Methane is not hard to get. Methane is just this and, well, not really. Okay, good. So methane and this. So all we need is another splitter, and then we just need to upgrade this guy. So you should be cranking. That should give us enough. If not, I'll just add another one here. This will get us hydrocarbon, which we do need to complete this. Let's complete this one here for hydrocarbon, and then we can do, I think we need more credits, so let's do that one. That's good. Now that we have the hydrocarbon, we can make plastics just through a refiner. So after we get this, which we will in just a second, we're actually gonna have this output go to a refiner, which we are really struggling to find the room for. We could do this, and that'll make plastic. Gosh, I really dislike it being so far out here though. Fortunately, it's what we're dealing with. So this hydrocarbon is actually gonna go like this. Okay, and this will give us plastic. And now plastic and thread, which thread is just, yikes. Okay, thread is just another refiner and a stuff factory will get us what we need. We can do this, it's just, gosh darn gonna be tight. And then we need feathers, which we can get produced closer if we can just get a couple of these things. All right, we just need power, and then I think we're good to go. Okay, that is enough. Okay, we have enough power. Aha, elastiscope discovered. Whew, that was some crazy routing. But we should be capable now of creating that research that allows us to get to the other planes, which we really need, because we have no space. We got no space to do anything. There we go, plateau ramp. This ramp auto-adjusts to terrain and adheres to the asteroid while evenly distributing stress to avoid crumbling walls. Ruth, I'll focus on the Strangelet detector. If needed, you can use my lab to build more ramps. We do need more tech points. Okay, we'll push through some strong alloy quick. Ah, there's a couple more tech points. We really needed those. Tech points. Okay, new quest from Captain. Uh-oh, here we go. Strangelet detector. We need 10 chips and 10 lasers. And that's the next thing that we need. We really need to get up somewhere. What is this? I don't know what that is. Where are the ramps that we want to build? Let's see. I mean, we can... Thinking we build a ramp here. Yeah, there we go. Now we've unlocked all this up here, which is, oh, good. We have some uranium, we have some quartz, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, very good. We can get water, we could get acid. Let's do water, that's a pretty easy one. Water should extract very easily here. And remember, we can build a nice little launch pad to do that. And then that gives us some recurring water. Put another one here and get an extractor for quartz. Quartz is good. We don't need it currently for anything, but we are gonna need it in the future for all of this stuff that we need to craft. Now, first thing, let's start with the laser. I feel like this should be a little bit easier. Uranium is no problem at all. Glass is just a refiner with quartz, so that's not hard. In fact, that's pretty easy. That's just this. So that gets us glass. Okay, great. Laser is just uranium and glass in an optics factory. We certainly need some money, but otherwise that's pretty easy. We'll put a extractor here. All right, there we go. We have more credits and more credits. We really needed those credits. We can get the strong alloys again, that's easy enough. And the rest of this quartz, we can easily get quartz. Everything else is at least being produced, but let's start with that quartz because that's fairly easy. We just do that. Okay, so now you are glass. I need an optics facility here. Let's say here. That goes like that. That goes like that. Yep, power. Power is going to be the issue. Do I have enough for a nuclear reactor? I do. So we can do this. And then if we have enough for an extractor, which we do. Okay, we need 3 power. We're going to get 2. But if we upgrade this guy 1 level, that should get us 3. It kind of gets us 3. It looks like we have to upgrade to level 3 maybe to get consistently 3. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now we have the optics being produced here for the, the lasers. Next up is this one. We need circuit boards and conductors. Conductors are glass and plastic. Plastic is hydrocarbon, which is just carbon and water. Okay, we can do this. So we'll do this here. We'll do... Gosh, unfortunately, we just need more resources. Hold on a second. These 2 will get us hydrocarbon. Now, hydrocarbon that is in a refiner gets us plastic. Okay, now we have plastic. And then conductor is plastic and glass. We have glass being produced here. All right, let me try this. So components lab, I'm gonna put down here. We need glass. Glass and plastic in a component lab get us conductors. And then conductor and circuit board get us chip. Jeezy Pete. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit difficult to route this, but hold on, I'll figure it out. So this needs to come like this into here, where we'll get glass. This glass needs to come down here, where we'll now, we need power. We have the conductor. Now we need, well, we have to research this, which is its own problem, but we need circuit boards. Circuit boards are going to be silicon and acid. Let's see where we can find silicon and acid. Nowhere here, which tells me it's probably up on the next tier, which is actually a good thing. Let me make a ramp here just to unlock this next area. Okay, good. What is that, a shroom? How did mushroom energy get out here? Fungal spores are very resilient. Some can even survive space travel. Likely hitched a ride on an asteroid and found a place to grow. A drone brought back a sample. It's a fruiting body that forms a kind of natural electronic circuit. Odd indeed. If it conducts energy, we can use it as a power source. Okay. So that is indeed interesting. I think this ramp might have glitched out. Okay. So, yeah, so silicon. Okay, hold on. Silicon and acid. It says acid occurs naturally, which... I don't see anything yet, which means it might be up here. Okay, there we go. Yep, this is the spot. Prime real estate for the Strangelet detector. There is, unfortunately, no naturally occurring acid. So I'm gonna look, there is, okay, that is naturally occurring acid. So, silicon and acid in a component lab. Component lab, silicon, and then we need that acid. You need energy. I might be able to squeeze out a, no, I was kind of hoping for a solar panel up here, but we can get some nuclear energy to power that if we want, or we can do this. This can mine acid. And now, okay, so this makes circuit boards. Whew, this is getting difficult. Let's get some more credits. We're gonna need that. Let's get some more credits. We're gonna need that. Let's get, hold off there. Okay, so circuit board and conductor. We are making both of them. You have circuit board. I need the conductor. And I do need the electronics factory. So Basically, I need for this, we need 10 circuit boards, which we are producing, and we need 10 conductors, which we're also producing. I just got to ship them up real fast, and then I can get rid of the those pipelines. Hold on a second. Okay, electronics factory has been claimed. Now the electronics factory just costs a lot, but that is it. We just got to find a way to get these two resources right next to each other, basically. So circuit board, and we need this guy. So if we do this, and then this comes out like that, that'll give us what we need. Oh my gosh, the logistics behind this are just insane. So this, we really need a nuclear reactor. And then we need 6 energy, which is, I think, fully leveled up here. So this should get us 6. Okay, so this just needs... Good, we got it. We got it. We got the 2. We got 2 of these, and that gives us whatever those things. I honestly, at this point, I forget what these even are. So that's fine. You know, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna put a silicon reactor thingy here, level it up a couple times, and do this silicon one, just to progress that. Okay. Yeah, okay. We just gotta wait a second and we should be good. There we go. The Strangelet detector is complete. Ruth, go ahead and place it on the small crater on the highest plateau. On it. Strangelet detector. Boom. What a beautiful piece of tech. We need to supply it with a large-scale energy source. That's honestly not really a huge problem. That should do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we are powered up. There it is. Complete Sector 7. That's the last box checked. The Strangelet detector is finally ready. Everything is in place. We just need to push that button. And this thing is going to reveal the secrets of the universe? Don't tell me it's 42. Nice. We don't know. That's why it's called a secret, Rust. The big question is, are there more Strangelets out there, or was this a local anomaly? Yes, you may peck the button, but not yet, Captain. Any last words? All right. Flock, hear me. As hatchlings, we heard great tales. Tales of great explorers. Amelia Earhart, Marco Polo, nice. Captain Chook. But now it's all about us. We braved the cold and the dust. We invented and adapted, and now we will reap our rewards. Let us use our feathers to rewrite history. I'm more interested in the resources we will find, to be honest, but even I am getting goosebumps. Can we stop squawking and finally go? Let's do it. Oh, there's a ton of them. Okay, signals from beyond. Sector completed. That, by the way, that level, that was rough. That was like final boss. So I'm pretty sure that was final boss. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Coming soon. Okay. There you go. That is it. We have completed the game to date. That last level was rough. That was really rough. There might have been something I could do with launching rockets into space and then calling them down to essentially landing pads. I really just realized that that's possible. But anyway, this was fun. It was kind of chill. It was a different change of pace from what we normally do. I hope you like it. This was really fun. I'd like to play the expansion when it comes out. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this kind of game? Do you like this more casual builder style, kind of puzzle based, or do you prefer more survival crafting and stuff like that? Because, we certainly do plenty of survival crafting as well, and some more challenging things like what is it called? Frostpunk, right? Is a game, or Kingdoms and Castles isn't challenging, but it's fun. It's a challenge. It's just not crazy hard. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really enjoyed this. I hope you do too. And I will see you in the next episode when the expansion comes out.